we're back. What I want to cover with you today is I think it's very important information, and to add to that, we have the sun backing me up. Got my back? Yep, got my back. So a couple questions we got. First of all, what is lucid dreaming? Can lucid dreaming help you? Why should you learn to lucid dream? And the big one is how to lucid dream. I'm going to answer all these questions for you today as quickly as I can so that you can move on with your life. What is lucid dreaming? An individual is dreaming, they know that they're dreaming, that means they're lucid dreaming. So that's pretty simple. The idea of lucid dreaming, behind lucid dreaming, is once you know that you're lucid dreaming, now you're in that dream world and you can try to be the co-architect with your subconscious to creating some kind of reality without any type of limitation. Reality without any type of limitations. No boundaries or anything like this. That's really a dream come true if you think about it. So, can lucid dreaming help? I believe that it can, and I believe that it will. You know, think about this. What if lucid dreaming could help you with your conscious life, like your awake life, your mission here on earth, like whatever that might be. Actually, whatever you wish it to be. Science shows that lucid dreaming will help you become more aware. It'll raise your consciousness. It'll raise your vibration. And you can also practice different things in lucid dreaming. You could practice, hey, what's up over there? Just, hey, what's up over there? We can practice. You can practice swinging a baseball bat. You can practice being a good businessman. You can practice being a good boyfriend. You can practice being popular. You can practice being Superman. You can practice anything you want. Because you know, when you go to sleep at night, once you're learning something new, you will start to, your subconscious will continually work and try to figure this out. So the next day when you wake up, maybe you swing the bat better. Maybe you're better at meeting girls. Maybe you're a better businessman. Maybe you're a better lover. Maybe you're better, whatever you want to be better at, you can be better at, and you can be practicing while you're sleeping. So that's pretty awesome. So that means every night you can become like Superman, and this will create natural highs for you too. You'll also become more creative. So how to lucid dream is the next question. That's pretty simple too. Thanks to Dr. Stephen LaBarge, he was studying for his PhD, he coined the phrase MILD, M-I-L-D, mnemonic induction of lucid dreaming. Basically, there's 4 steps to this. Firstly is dream recall, meaning creating a dream journal and writing down your dreams from the night before. Write down how vivid you can remember these dreams. And secondly was doing reality checks during your dream, meaning the reality check might be, I'm gonna jump and fly. Okay, so I didn't fly right there, so it must be I'm not in a dream. Or some people use 2 fingers and they try to push it through their hands, and this is not, so I'm in this 3D reality right now. Or they'll try to turn light switches off and on, or they'll look at a time. And then you want to have affirmations before you go to sleep, sort of like a mantra, like I'm going to lucid dream tonight. I'm going to lucid dream tonight. I'm going to lucid dream tonight. You want to say this at least 5 times, and maybe say it throughout the day too. And also, you want to practice your dream check throughout the day. Do it a dozen times. As you're laying there in bed saying, I'm going to lucid dream, start to visualize your dream. What is your dream going to be like? What are you going to do in your dream? Start visualizing this. Because when you go to sleep having this intention and you're visualizing this dream and saying it out loud, this is going to create a better atmosphere for you to have this lucid dream. Okay? So you'll ask yourself in the dream, am I dreaming? So the big question really is, why would I want to bother to learn to lucid dream? It's to control more of who you are, to be able to control your brain, your subconscious. Because if you think about it, this will help create more of you, because it's only you. You know, how much of our brain, you know, the question becomes, how much of our brains do we really use? As a matter of fact, answer that question for a minute on a side note. How much of our brains do you think we use? Most common answer, 9 out of 10 people, 99 out of 100 people say we use less than 10%, because that's what we were taught, or that's what we heard. That's horse crap. We actually use 100% of our brain. Think about this for a minute. First of all, think about it in logic terms and in common sense. What part of our bodies do we ever use less than 10% of that are so crucial to our survival? None of them. So it doesn't really make sense. And this is according to Barry Gordon. He's a neurologist at the Hopkins School of Medicine in Baltimore. He said the 10% myth is so wrong it's almost laughable. People think that we use less than 10% of our brain. This is a false assumption, and it's also a limiting belief. So when you believe you're only using 10% of your brain, you're already limiting yourself. Start believing that we're using 100% of our brain and that anything is possible. What is correct, in certain moments in anybody's life when you're sitting resting, doing nothing, maybe you're using less than 10% of our brain. And what also is correct is that we only understand about 10% of how our brain works, and place them with empowering beliefs. Be optimistic, you know, when you can. Be positive. Start believing in love. Believe love is the answer. Mend any relationships you might be broken. Because when you carry anger and resentment with you, you suffer. Not the person you're angry at. You're the one that suffers. So make amends. You don't necessarily have to bring that person close to you again, but say you're sorry and make it good for you. Just redefine the relationship. Let go of it if it doesn't serve you. Okay, back to your brain. Sorry about that. The brain also represents 3% of the body, our body weight, but it uses 20% of the energy. The majority of the energy consumed by the brain is the rapid firing of the millions of neurons communicating with each other. Scientists believe this, that such neuronal firing and connecting, which gives rise to higher brain functions. So think about that for a minute. Basically, scientists believe when neurons are firing like crazy, it's gonna help give rise to the brain's higher functions. That's money. Think about it. So how can we give a raise to our brain's higher functions? We can fire off more neurons. And guess what? We have science to show you how to fire off more neurons too. Okay, so that is money. And if you want to become smarter, you want your brain to work better, then start firing off more neurons. According to John Henley, who's a neurologist at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, he says evidence would show over a 24-hour period use 100% of the brain. Even when you're sleeping, high-functioning parts of your brain are working. Things like your frontal cortex, which controls higher-level thinking and self-awareness. Even when you're sleeping, and this is according to a neurologist. Don't take my word for it. So this means show you how good our how important it is our sleep is to our brains. So even when sleeping, this is crucial because this means you can do a very simple exercise while you're awake to grow your brain while you're sleeping. So you can control more your brain by learning how to lucid dream. In my opinion, the human body, the real work is done by the subconscious. That's what's really running the show. Think about it. The subconscious does everything. And lucid dreaming gives you an angle into your subconscious. It allows you to control the dream world, co-control the dream world with your subconscious, which will allow you to set a blueprint in motion in your subconscious that can manifest into the awake world or the real world, what we call the real world. We're not so sure about that. The conscious world or reality. Because think about this for a minute. What if your dreams are reality and what we call reality is the dream? You know, I've learned in my life that the dream world can be very real. And I'm sure you have too. You ever woken up from a dream where you're sweating like crazy? You ever woke up in a dream, your heart's pounding? You ever woke up in a dream where you're angry at your partner for something they did in your dream? You ever woken up from a dream where you're crying? You ever peed the bed in your dream and you ever been sexually aroused? You ever had a wet dream? You ever been felt fear? You ever been running? You ever fell? You ever run from a monster? All of these feelings you've been having when you're dreaming, all of these feelings feel real. They all had a physical effect on you. And so, in some regards, this was totally reality. And then it brings you to the question, what is reality? Well, all of us agreed here on Earth that reality is basically the five senses. Basically, what are the five senses when it comes right down to it? The five senses are electrical signals being sent to and from the brain. Boom, 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 boom. To and from the heart. Boom, 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 boom. So we're calling this reality. What about the sixth sense? Shouldn't the sixth sense be part of our reality? You know, sixth sense is like your intuition, your telepathic ability, your multidimensional travel, your spiritual body, your ethereal self, your higher self, the part of you that is immortal, your soul, the part of you that has no rules, infinite possibilities, the part of you that is God, the part of you that is like the universe, the part of you that is like part of source energy or prime creator, whatever the words you want to give it. Don't you think that sixth sense, that part of us, that ethereal self should be part of our reality? I do, and this is one of the things that brings me to the pineal gland. Pineal gland, probably the most important gland in your body. The pineal gland it's your third eye. It has a lens, a cornea, and a retina. It's your intuition. It's your command center for the sixth sense. The sixth sense, that sense of that part of you, may be eternal, or your soul, whatever part of that dream world is eternal. We're in the 3D world. In a 3D body, your ego, we only have here for a short period of time here on Earth. And it comes with all sorts of self-imposed limitations as well as perceived universal limitations. Earth, one would have us to believe that we're just here and this is a one-time chance and this is it, so make the best of it. Nothing else could be further from the truth. In my opinion, it's the pineal gland or the third eye, which is crucial for extremely successful lucid dreaming. And real quick here, I heard a saying one time, I just want to share this with you. You know, do you think that we're human beings living on Earth having a spiritual experience? Or are we spiritual beings living on earth having a human experience. I seem to think we're spiritual beings. Back to the pineal gland and its relation to lucid dreaming. You dream when you're in your REM sleep. When you're in your REM sleep, the pineal gland also releases a compound called dimethyltryptamine, DMT. Dimethyltryptamine has been characterized as a neurotransmitter. This is according to a study published in 1978 by Dr. Christian and the people of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, the Neuroscience Program Laboratory. They characterized dimethyltryptamine as a neurotransmitter. It meets all the criteria as a neurotransmitter. The precursors are there, the enzymes are there to synthesize it. It can be taken up in the vesicles and released in the vesicles in the brain. It can cause a signal to be sent between neurons. Bingo, that's money right there. So the DMT released from your pineal gland can cause a signal to be sent from neurons. Okay, so this is huge. Add to the fact that it can be actively transported to the brain through the periphery, from the periphery, and that there are enzymes in the periphery that are also capable of synthesizing, excuse me. I'm talking a little fast and I need some water and I'm excited. So this is what you get from me. But anyway, it's able to synthesize this compound in the brain. Now you have a scenario where you can start to see the possibilities given to what the effects in your brain that would have if you start to be able to release more of it in your REM sleep. Because, and I'm going to show you an exercise, really a quick exercise, a 1-minute exercise, how to increase your awareness in your pineal gland and how to create more dimethyltryptamine in your pineal gland. This is humongous. But with all this information, I think logic would render how important the dream world is and how the 3D or our reality world is less important. So how can we utilize the sixth sense for our improvement here on Earth and in lucid dreaming? I think it's a very simple answer. Learn how to exercise your pineal gland and learn how to lucid dream. Whenever you're, in my opinion and most people's opinions, when you want to learn something, you want to go to a professional or somebody who's getting results in that area. If I want to learn how to be in a good relationship, I want to find the best relationship I know and ask them questions. I'm not going to ask my divorced parents how to be in a relationship. I'm not going to ask somebody who's single how to be in a relationship. If I want to learn about money, I'm going to talk to the guy who has the most money that I know in my life, and I'm going to ask them what do I do about money. If I want to learn about sports, I'm going to talk about the best guy in that sport. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you get a mentor or a coach, you can jump way ahead in leaps and bounds rather than stumbling through stuff that's already been figured out. So I did a lot of research on lucid dreaming. I'm not an expert in lucid dreaming. I'm learning how as we speak, and I'm having some success too. So, and I have success in the programs that I looked at out there. Some of them were crap, but I found 2 that were really good. I found one by a gentleman by the name of Darius Thomas, and I found another one by a woman by the name of Rebecca Turner. So in my opinion, if you want to jump ahead fast, I'd recommend either one of these programs. Darius Thomas' program is right here. Bing! You can check that link for him. If you want to check out Rebecca Turner's programs, it's just down there at the in the description. So there you have it. Really quick, I told you I'd talk to you about how to open your pineal gland and stretch it and exercise it so it can create more dimethyltryptamine for you, or DMT. It's very simple. You get up 2 hours after the sun rises. You get in front of the sun and you open your mouth like this. You tilt your head back. Your pineal gland's way back up in here. You tilt your head back. Let the sun hit that pineal gland for 60 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. You do this to 1060. Once you're done, you take your sunglasses off. Make sure all the light is getting into your eyes and into your face, into the pineal gland, because it's bioluminescent too, which means it can be reactive to light. So once you're taking that in, after the 60 seconds is over, imagine your tongue in a concave position. Make it like that. Imagine a ball of energy or light from the sun and push it into the roof of your mouth. You'll feel the warm tongue hit that. Push it. And as you do this more and more, you'll start to see golden electricity volts coming up into your pineal gland, into your brain. That's how you exercise your pineal gland. That's how you'll create more DMT. You can do it in your own body, and you can get results in your own body, because once you start doing this, after you do it 3 to 4 days in a row, you're going to start seeing, rather than having 1 or 2 dreams, or 2 or 3, you're going to start having 4 and 5 and 6 dreams. You're going to start remembering all these dreams. So there you go. Please share your journeys with us in the description. And again, thank you very much for your time. If you ain't got nothing positive to say, then keep it to yourself or vlog down here and complain. All right, love you all. Love, hugs, and laughs. Merry Christmas. All right, there we go. How's that?
Nice.
A lot of fucking talking, but I think it's my best one ever.
17 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long one, but
You're 10%
Sounded good. It was a good flow.
I thought it was pretty good. Thanks for that. You did really, really good. Thanks. That's what I need.